10 at the 41. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. And he's got his big tight end over the middle. Complete. Touchdown. No runs. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
At the 35-yard line.
Gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now left side on the swing pass. And now the ball's out, falling near midfield. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
This throw caught left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Down, Chicago.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
And it's 4th down.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This one from 35 yards away. And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The ball carrier. Fletcher Cox on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Bears 3.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. This is complete to Michael Thomas.
Prescott.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. A huge play there for Chicago. 54 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. On the option, Trubisky, a pitch back. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10.
21. Bears 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
11 yards there, 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Down, Chicago.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Saints 28, Bears 10.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. That was a safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Gain of 9 on the play, but it brings up 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A first down throw for Prescott. And double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Complete
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Touchdown, Bears! So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. That'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Throwing, Prescott. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. Looking long for Thomas. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now an option play on 2nd down. This is a quick pass from Trubisky. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
A gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Trubisky. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's complete right around the 8. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The kick is good.
And he puts it through.
That will tie the game, 28 all. Matt Gay.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A 3-yard
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. at the 47-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
3rd and long for Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Made the tackle. Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now on 2nd and 13. Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Singletary to get the drive started. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That's good for Saints. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Going quickly here to Thomas. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now Prescott. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A gain of 2.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Prescott to throw this time. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line.
32-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20, 10, and they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the 2nd half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth-quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. He's going to air. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He's going to let it fly. Back in the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Prescott. And crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Now Prescott. This throw is going to be incomplete. It would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Prescott to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He's going to let it fly. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 12-yard line.
And Trubisky down to a knee, and that is all she wrote. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Chicago, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucks. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.